How are we doing today, guys? It's Jesse with the Common Man Corpus Christi, bringing you news and politics through a common sense lens. And here we go. Election season has started. If you didn't know, today the primary started here in Texas. Today is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. It is officially primary day here in Texas, so if you haven't, get out there and go vote. You've got 2 weeks until the main day of March 1st, when the actual official primary day is, but you've got 2 weeks until then to go vote. I highly recommend you get out there and vote in the primaries. This is, especially in a state like Texas, where Republicans are the dominant force, the dominant party. The primaries are your best way to change and affect things in Texas. So get out there and vote in that Republican primary. But here we go. We have an article already from timcast.com. This is how you know election season is officially started. Watch. AOC supporters and critics protest outside of Texas Get Out the Vote rally. Timcast's Eled Elaya was on the scene in San Antonio to hear from demonstrators on both sides. New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC to her friends. We're friends, right? AOC, right? Went to San Antonio on February 12th to campaign on behalf of Jessica Sinosos and Greg Cesar, two Democrat candidates running for Congress in Texas. The Get Out to the Vote rally took place at the Paper Tiger event venues days before early voting kicked off for the 2022 Texas primary elections. Outside the event, demonstrators gathered on opposite sides of the street to speak out against and on behalf of Ocasio-Cortez. Opponents waved American flags, Trump flags, and raised signs that read, "Don't AOC my Texas," and AOC make cocktails great again. She used to be a bartender, in case you didn't know. Several supporters donned T-shirts featuring Ocasio-Cortez's signature logo. Eled Elijah was on the ground to speak with those gathered outside to discuss the efficacy of progressive policies and the possibilities of Texas turning blue in the forthcoming elections and concerns over possible communists and Marxist influence among Democratic candidates. All right, so let's watch this video, at least a little bit of it. Maybe we'll skip around on it. Depends on how long it is, and see what everybody in San Antonio had to say. All right, so here we go. Let's check this out. Hopefully it's not too long. Oh, it's 20 minutes long, so we're not going to watch this whole thing. Well, we'll definitely skip through a little bit of it.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
All right, so obviously this is AOC coming out. Can we just ban her from the state? Is that a possibility? Ooh, I do like that idea. I do like the idea of banning out-of-state politicians from coming within state to campaign within our own state for people running for office. I actually do like that idea. That might actually be something we could get passed. That probably wouldn't be a hard sell for most people. All right, so I don't particularly care to listen to AOC talk too much.
Second of all, gender expanding
so let's see.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, could you explain that to me though? Because you're advocating to gas the.
Okay. This is how insane the other side has got. Like, seriously, and this is the most screwed up part. This lady isn't willing even to show her face. She's got her hood up, sunglasses on an obviously cloudy day. Most other people aren't wearing sunglasses, and that's what her sign says. These people are insane, okay? All we can do now is shore up our side and make sure that we have the sane, reasonable, non-cult, non-woke people on our side. So let's see what this lady has to say.
The unvaccinated, this is trying to draw allusions towards Nazis gassing Jews, as I understand. Could you explain that to me and how you think it's applicable here?
All you want is crack pipe. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
So why do you have the sign kind of saying so?
Well, you know, the unvaccinated need to obey the rules, and that everybody.
The voice of all of us.
Everybody should be vaccinated.
Why do you think she has this sign out here?
Ask her. That she does not represent.
She does not represent us. What we stand for.
Are you unvaccinated?
I gotta give the other side points for at least calling this crazy lady out and saying she's not with them. Now, whether or not that's true or not, I'm hard-pressed to believe. I got this funny feeling she's going to get in the same cars with all these other people and go home at the same time. But at least publicly, they're calling her out. So they know acting like this and saying things like this is garbage. At least on camera.
Do you support these progressive candidates?
Absolutely.
And you don't support these Trump supporters? And that's,
Hell no.
What do you think about these people disavowing you and your message over here?
They're wrong. They need to get on board.
You think more people need to get on board?
Absolutely. Yes.
Do you think the unvaccinated are the reason for what in our country now?
For all the deaths from the COVID.
You think the unvaccinated people are responsible for people dying?
Right. That's what Fauci says. So yeah.
And do you believe Fauci when he says that?
100%.
Does Fauci also say gas the unvaxxed though?
Okay, like we always talk about, it's a cult, and these people have their god, they have their idol. It's a new religion. This lady literally says she believes anything Fauci says. If that's what Fauci said, that must be the case. These people are insane. If you don't believe in anything, you will fall. If you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. And this lady is an exact proof of that. So, all right, let's skip around because we don't want to make this video go too long. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is on the other side. Let's see what this lady has to say.
What'd you say?
He has to go to.
You called AOC a communist.
And stand up for social justice. It'll be good to see.
This sign says that you're across the street protesting against us. Don't AOC my Texas. Can you tell me why you're out here and what the sign means?
Because we don't need no communists in Texas.
Absolutely.
I'm originally from Russia. I grew up under communism, and no.
Yeah. I spoke to some people going in the rally. They say they care about progressive values, equal rights. They're fighting for a higher minimum wage. What do you think about those issues?
High minimum wage. So if they're gonna give you $2 extra for minimum wage, but they bump all the prices like 30-50%, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I know you called AOC a communist.
Just remember, guys, your common man's still a working man, so that happens sometimes. So let's carry on with this video.
Back to you in a minute. God.
I think all Democrats are communists.
All Democrats are communists. What about
I
the
like
Republicans?
this lady.
Do you think the
Republicans? We're the people.
I see you have an FJB sweater. On the back it says F Biden. Can you tell me a little bit more about this FJB stuff and what it means, the message behind it?
Well, he pretty much have to go to a nursing home.
What'd you say?
He has to go to a nursing home.
He has to go to a nursing home. Do you think he is like senile and old? He's not doing an effective job now?
It's not about old. It's about he's destroying our country.
I wanted to ask you, one of the bills he passed, Build Back Better, there was actually many Republicans that voted to pass that bill too.
Do you hate Jews as much as AOC
No,
does?
I don't hate Jews
Do you
as much
hate
as
Jews
AOC.
as much as
Can I
AOC
finish my
does?
interview and I'll talk to you right
hate
after?
Jews as
No,
much as
no,
AOC
I don't
does?
hate
You
Jews
don't.
as much as AOC does. Anyway,
I'm out here for several reasons.
All right, so there's another one. I like that. I like his sign, cop hating horse face. That's freaking believable. So that's a little bit from both sides of the rally. I mean, we can kind of see where this is going. Everybody, we've seen any of you that have been at a political rally, which if you haven't, I highly recommend going. Especially if you go to a conservative, like a Trump kind of rally, like they are some of the most caring, sweetest, nicest, welcoming folk out there. Everybody's super friendly. Everybody's super nice. It's a great time to go to. And of course, the other side has signs that read, well, I hope you could see it, gas the people who decided not to get the poke. So, yeah, that's kind of what we're up against, guys. And that's why we always talk about the fact that the time for convincing the other side of our arguments is over. They refuse to listen. They're not going to listen. They're just going to go out there and say horrendous things like that. And we're just going to have to keep standing up with them and keep finding like-minded individuals. And that's what this is all about, is reaching out to like-minded individuals, keeping us all informed of the things we need to know about, the things we need to talk about. And that's just the best I can do and give you my little common sense take on things, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. So keep up the good fight. Keep going. Share these videos with your friends because this is information they're not going to see in the mainstream media. This is not going to be stuff that's going to be highlighted. And that's also the only way this channel is going to grow. So please, by all means, like, share, comment, subscribe to this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you click that little button. Share this with your friends so we can get out there, so we can get more people awake and more people informed. And just leave the other side alone. There's nothing we can do with them at this point. Just let them do their thing and keep an eye on them. Make sure they're not getting outrageous and fight them at every single step. Do not give any of them not even a single inch. But that's just my common sense take, guys. This is Jesse with the Common Man Corpus Christi, bringing you news and politics through a common sense lens. Thanks, guys.